What's up everybody, welcome to your 28th PHP tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be connecting to the database to make the game, and also making tables so we can make our first PHP game. Now just a reminder to you guys, anytime you guys want the code that I'm working on, if you guys think you made an error or something, you can use my code as a template. Just go to thenewboston.com, scroll down here, scroll down until you find the place that says PHP right here, and all of my source code is going to be right here. Here's the source code for my last tutorial, it's right there. And another thing, make sure you're watching these videos in high quality. You see how the text is kind of fuzzy on your screen now? If you watch in high quality, it won't be like that at all. So go ahead and watch in high quality. Now once we have all that done and you're watching in high quality, you can go ahead, and what we need to do after our last tutorial about a form, we need to make a way to connect to the database. So you're gonna go ahead and have to create a new file, and you can name it config. Let's go ahead and file save as save it as that .php. right there. And let's go ahead and connect to the database, and we're gonna have to use this file in all of our other files. So let me just show you guys what to do. First we need to make a PHP. We don't need any HTML code in this, since we're just gonna have to include this in all of our files that we're working on when we need to connect to a database. So just to show you guys real quick, we need a variable called host, and this is going to be host name, and inside your it's going to be local host, and this is just in case you guys forgot how to make a database, which I showed you guys in the last tutorial. So make a variable called host, and this is going to be where your host is. 99% of the time it's going to be localhost. The next is the username, and this is the username to the database. It's not the username for your game or anything like that. So your username is going to be the username to your database, and whatever you name it, it's going to go in there. The next thing you want to do is create a variable called the password for your database, and of course database password, and it's probably going to be like something like secret or something like that. And the last variable is your database name. Put db_name, and it's going to be something like, I know I spelled that wrong. You don't have to comment my video 100 times telling me. Takora under Takora name. So these are the 4 variables that you need when connecting to your database. Now connect to database. To connect to your database, this is what you need to do. MySQL_connect, and this is the part where you need to get right. And in your empty parameters, this is a built-in function that connects to your database, MySQL connect. It takes let's see, 3 parameters. The first one, all we have to do is add our variable host. The first one, it requires the host location of your database, and since this is localhost, we're going to add the variable host. So add a comma. The next parameter it takes is the username to access your database. So let's add the variable username. And the last parameter it needs is the password to get into your database. So again, host, username, password. Now that is going to connect, but let's say if it can't connect or die, so if it can't connect, we want to have the message cannot connect to server. This shouldn't happen if you typed everything correctly, but maybe if your server's down or something, we just want a message showing us why we can't connect. Now that we connected to the server, we need to select what database we want to connect to. So the built-in function for this is mysql underscore select underscore database. This selects what database we want to connect to. Since whenever we're on our server, we might have a bunch of websites with a bunch of different databases, so this says that we want to use what database we want to use. And for this, the parameter it takes is the database name. So let's go ahead and put db name, and if it can't select that database, or die. Alright, if you can't select it, we want you to output cannot select database. So right here, make sure you connect, and whenever you make your database, that's where you figure out all these things. The host of your database, that's going to be the same for me or you. The three things that are going to be different are this: you're going to have a different username, a different password, and a different database name. And you need these two things right here. This is going to be the same for us too. The only thing that you need to change, again, just go get this whole file and just copy it right on your site. The only thing that you guys need to change is whatever username you're using, whatever password you're using, and whatever you named your database. Other than that, you guys can just copy this code and paste it right into your game. That's how easy I'm making it for you guys. So again, once you have that, and remember what your file name is, because we're going to be using it a lot. Once you have your database, the next thing we're going to want to do is add some tables in there. So let's go ahead and create a database, and I'm gonna need you guys to insert two tables. The first table we're gonna make is called temp, T-E-M-P, and this is in the fields you're gonna have to enter in this is code, and this is gonna generate a unique verification code to make sure that no one or no spam can just enter a bunch of usernames. It's kind of just a spam prevention. A username, email, and password. And remember, all of these, we made the form for it in the last tutorial. So this is temp. What this is going to do is it's going to make a temporary table for users to register. And then we're going to have to send them a link in their email. And once they click that link in the email, we're going to insert all their information into a permanent table called users. U-S-E-R-S. And this is going to have an ID, username, email, password. So you guys don't have to understand that right now, but again, make a table called temp that has the fields code, username, email, password, and this is temporarily going to store their data, and once they verify that they aren't spam, it's going to move it into a table called users with the field ID, username, email, password. And I know this is kind of confusing, but a lot of you guys were saying, alright, we're done with the basic stuff, we want to get ready for the more advanced stuff, so here you go, here it is. So again, go ahead and make your confirmation connection file. Remember what the name of it is up here, and after that, make a table in your database called temp that has these fields, and one that has users that has these fields. Oh, excuse me. And after that, you are ready to move on to making your next registration file. So study this, get everything exactly as I have it, and once you're done, and don't forget that all of this code is going to be on thenewboston.com. So if you want to skip all this and just get the code and copy it in your website and go there, copy the code, and put it right into your website. So again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.